Hello there. This is your girl Valerie Mason Chase again, along with my
Cookieman.
along with my Cookie Man. Hold on, let me get over here. Whoever is there and watching, comment and let me know where you're watching from, because I should be streaming on YouTube and Facebook. I'm seeing it on YouTube, but I'm not quite seeing it on Facebook. So I want to make sure that it is there. So if you could just comment for me and let me know where you're watching, if you're seeing it on YouTube or if you're seeing it on Facebook. Because I just...
This says Facebook.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, so now it's on both of them. So, hey y'all, how you doing? Hey Rico, hey Liz. So anyway, this is going to be a very, very short broadcast. It's going to be longer than 5 minutes. But anywho, first of all, I want to apologize for not having our regularly scheduled show for this evening. I know on the vow renewal video towards the end, I mentioned that we were going to have a special guest this evening. There was a sort of miscommunication, so we have rescheduled that for next week, Sunday. But the purpose of this evening, I wanted to just come on we just wanted to come on and really just thank those of you who showed support for us, those of you who showed up for us for our vow renewal ceremony. And also, we had some challenges. Did we?
Yeah, we did.
We had some challenges along the way. I mean, weather didn't cooperate. We had technical difficulties. The link that I sent out didn't work. And what my daughter finally figured out was that the link was connected to my webcam, which I did not have my webcam with me on the vacation. And it was just a whole kind of cluster. But, in spite of that, I think everything went really well. It was a beautiful ceremony. What do you think, babe?
I was glad I was there.
I was glad you're there, too. I'm glad he was there, too. So, I was getting kind of nervous at the beginning of the week because I kept following the weather and it kept saying rain and thunderstorms for Thursday, rain and rain and rain. And I said, oh my God, it's going to be messed up. We're not going to be able to do it out on the beach. And initially, I was very disappointed about that, and I had been praying, oh God, just hold back the rain. I just want to do it on the beach. And my husband and my family knows that. Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you, Rico. When I want to do something, I'm kind of like a dog with a bone. I'm very single-minded. And when I want to do something a certain way, I want to do it that way. So initially I was disappointed, and I was saying, you know what? We're not going to be able to do it on the beach. However, in retrospect, I'm looking at it differently because I'm seeing that, listen, God did answer my prayer. And here's how I see God answering that prayer, because had it not rained, I probably would have continued to insist that we have the ceremony on the beach, which in and of itself wasn't a problem. However, the problem was the access to the beach. The walk wasn't long. If you're familiar with New York and Brooklyn, there are the long streets, what we call the long streets, and then the shorter streets. The walk was probably the equivalent of 1.5 of the shorter blocks. So the walk wasn't so bad. But I had said to Frank, oh yeah, yes, I am. I know I'm like a dog with a bone. But I had said to Frank is, well, maybe we could have just loaded everybody up in the van and they wouldn't have had to take that walk. However, once you got to the access, what you had to do, babe?
Climb 4 flights up, 4 flights down.
It wasn't.
And that's just climbing by yourself. Not to mention hauling up some chairs, some tables, and whatever else we would have had to take out there.
Yeah. So it would have been quite an ordeal, but this is how I see God answering my prayer, because it rained just enough to keep me from being so bullheaded and insisting on having the ceremony at the beach. We couldn't do that, but there was a balcony there in the house that we had rented for our family vacation that served the purpose. So we were able to do it there. And it did not rain during the ceremony. So God did answer my prayer. He did hold back the rain during the ceremony.
Long enough for us to start,
right,
and finish.
Exactly, because just before we started the ceremony, it was a torrential downpour, and I was so disappointed, and I was almost in tears, because I had said at that point we had already set up the balcony, and stuff was out there getting wet, and I was saying, oh my God, we're not going to be able to even have it outside at all. We're going to have to bring it inside the house. But it stopped raining long enough so that we could have our ceremony out there on that balcony. So it turned out to be a beautiful thing. And I see that there have been a lot of people who have viewed the video on YouTube. And I just want to thank you all who have viewed it. Because that's a way of showing your support for us. Because you didn't have to be there live. You didn't have to watch it live. Even if you watched it later, we want to thank you for that. But I just want to give a special shout out to those who were there and took the time to come and be with us and share on our special day. Obviously, our babies. Our babies, Sadell, Hammy, and John being there, because there's absolutely no way that this could have taken place without them, right, babe?
Not at all.
Couldn't have taken place without them. Their significant others, Nene, Jen, Liz, those are my 3 daughter-in-laws whom I love dearly. And everybody pitched in to help make the whole day, in fact, the whole week, a success.
My father came from San Diego.
Yes, my father-in-law flew in from San Diego to be there. That was really, really special. Yeah. Our grandbabies, obviously they're going to be there because the parents are there, but our grandbabies, Gary Williams, who was our chef for the week, and his business is called For Your Taste Only. An amazing chef. He started, we arrived on Saturday evening, and he prepared food for us from Saturday right on up until Thursday. And we're going to post some pictures so you can see the awesome menu that we had at the ceremony on Thursday. Yeah, Sadell says the food was on point. Hey, Ben. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that so much. So Chef Gary Williams and my sister friend, who is also Gary's partner, he was her assistant for the week, Patricia Morrison. We lovingly call her Trish Maury. My sister friend, E. Nicole Brown Young, came in from Jersey. I want to give her a special shout out for being there. And she drove. Oh, Nisha said she gained some pounds.
Who didn't?
Exactly. I think we all did. Because listen, we just said, listen, we're on vacation.
Sleep, eat.
No, gotta say sleep, eat, poop.
Oh, well, yeah.
So, E. Nicole, I love you, Nick. Thank you so much for taking the time to come in from Jersey. My amazing, awesome sister-in-law, Lady D, Diane Gordine. She came from she used to live in New York. No, not New York. She recently moved to Jersey. Right. She recently moved from Brooklyn to Jersey. My nephew's wife, Toya. Thank you, Toya, so much for being there. My niece, Jady Pooh Mason, and her wife, Crystal. Thank you. And Crystal's 2 daughters were there as well. I didn't leave anybody out, did I, babe?
I hope not.
I don't think I forgot anybody. But I just want to thank you all, because your presence there meant a lot. And even those, again, like I said, who watched the video and you gave encouragement and you made comments and all that. And I just want to let you know how much Frank and I appreciate you.
Really do, yeah.
Anything else you want to say, babe?
No, the game's still on.
It's football. Yes, Adele said she didn't know Lady G was in Jersey now. Yeah,
okay.
A couple of months back, she moved. She bought a condo in Jersey. What is that town? It's right in the, and it's on the water. It's beautiful because your dad and I went to her housewarming last month. Oh God, what is that town? Edgewater.
Okay.
She's in Edgewater. Yeah, that's where she is now. Hi, Angel. Thank you, Angel. Thank you so much. So that's really kind of what we wanted to come on. Like I said, it was going to just be something short because we don't take the support and encouragement and the prayers that we receive. We don't take that for granted. And we really just wanted to give a special thank you to each and every one. And next Sunday, we will have the program that was supposed to be today, and it's entitled Let's Talk About Sex. And listen, my guest is Reverend Dr. Laverne Shaw. She is also known as the erogenous coach. Listen, that sister, she is off the chisane. You do not want to miss our conversation with her.
We didn't leave you out. We didn't
leave Jackie out.
You must not have been there on when we mentioned you, sis. You were the first one.
Well, if I didn't,
don't cry. We mentioned you, baby.
She crying?
No.
Jackie. Not only was Jackie there, she officiated for our ceremony, and I think she made it through with only a couple of tears because she thought she was gonna cry through the whole thing. We were taking bets on who was gonna cry the most, the Cookieman or Jackie, and they both held up pretty well.
That's right.
My baby sister, I love you, you know, and we could not. Oh, so Del says she's probably crying right now. It would not have been the same without you there, sis. I'm so glad. I am so glad that you were able to make it, and I'm glad that you pushed through the pain to be there, because I know you were experiencing some discomfort while you were there. I know that was not easy, and I love you and appreciate you. I love you to the moon and back, because you made a sacrifice in being there, and I don't take that for granted. I really do appreciate that, sis. I love you. So, Cookieman?
No, seriously. Just to reiterate, it was an amazing time. I was telling myself, I knew the event and what it meant to us and others around, but I also knew there was going to be a bunch of us up in the house. I said, babe, you sure you shouldn't have sent the thing for Thursday, because that gives us like over almost 5 days to be under the same roof. After 3 days, we're all going to be looking to go to freak back home because we're tired of each other. But we pushed through. You know, like any family, there's some little issues that might be said or not said, or someone's feeling a certain some way. But at the end of the day, you love each other.
Yeah.
You put that aside and you move forward. So I was just so blessed to, you know, every time I woke up to see everyone, even though those little kids running around was driving me crazy. Oh my goodness, they're little kids, but I loved it just the same. So thank you again. Thank you everybody who made the trip out there. I know driving in that van wasn't the easiest thing, but with God's blessing, we made it there. We made it back.
We made it.
So again, I am very thankful to everyone. Thank you.
Hey, Carmelita. Hey, Carmelita. John said he's ready to come up on Monday.
Me too, John.
Yeah. No, he wasn't. Don't y'all believe that. He wasn't ready to come back on no Monday. Listen, the week went by so fast. And, you know, I was especially thankful for those who came, because we planned it on very short notice, because we tried to take a family vacation every year or every other year. So we had planned the family vacation since December of last year, but we only planned the vow renewal, I think in, what month is this? Is September? July, probably late July, early August is when we decided to have the vow renewal, because we figured we're right there. We're going to be on the beach. Our family's there, so why not? And I know it was really short notice for those who showed up, and I know that there were some who had more notice, probably would have been there. So again, tune in on next Sunday. Let's talk about sex with Reverend Dr. Lavon Shaw, also known as the erogenous coach. You don't want to miss her. Listen, I'm telling you, this sister is dynamite. Anyway, thank you guys again. I love you, and I'll see you next Sunday. Oh, I think on the page, I think on the Facebook page, I put the link for the wedding renewal video because some people went on the original link and couldn't see it because we just couldn't access it, and maybe perhaps there was some who wanted to see it and were not able to. So on my Facebook page, I have a link there for that if you want to go and watch the video. Hey, Nick. Thanks again, Nick. Hey, Yolanda. Yolanda, I hope I didn't miss anybody. I'm going to go back up because I want to give a shout out to everybody. I'm going to name everybody. Starting with I did Rico, Liz. Rico is also Jen. That's my daughter-in-law. She's my daughter Sadel's wife. My baby sis, the one and only Jacqueline, Vernice, Lawrence. My other daughter-in-law, Nisi Bethia. My daughter, Sadel Chase Rosario, also known as Boo Boo Darling. My brother, Ben. Thank you, Ben. I love you. Did I say Jackie already? Yeah, Sadel. My colleague, Angel. Carmelita, another counseling colleague. My son Jono. I said Jackie. I said Carmelita. Yolanda. Well, she and I used to work together at the Philadelphia VA. And my buddy E. Nicole. Listen, E. Nicole is a ride or die friend, and I love you, Nick. I'll see you all next time. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.